Hey everyone, this is the LEGO Technic Stunt Bike for 2017. It comes with a ramp, and I'll show you that a little bit more closely in a minute. But first I want to focus on the bike itself. It's a small Technic set, and it has a pullback motor built into it. The whole thing kind of looks like a stripped down super bike with minimal fairing, but then it's extra low as well, probably has a beefed up motor, and uses just a single sticker on either side to kind of make it pop a little extra. Now this one uses the usual blue Technic pieces, the pins and axle pins, and also these yellow half bushings. And usually I hate it when they do that, when they leave them exposed, but this time they actually work with the color scheme for once. And I think that's mostly because they brought in these two medium blue, trans medium blue Borak eyes. Not trans light blue, but the rarer trans medium blue, which kind of establishes blue as part of the official color scheme here. Obviously the yellow goes with all of it, but then the blue bits, I think, start to blend in and make sense. They don't seem foreign to me. They don't seem alien. They don't seem like they shouldn't be here. So that's nice. It's unusual, but it's nice to have the weird stuff that usually looks bad actually looking respectable. And I think it even adds a little character, it gives a little extra mechanical feel that I like. On the other side, it's a little bit more plain because they don't have the exhaust detail covering up the side of the pullback motor that's behind there, but instead they have the gears that are exposed, and it doesn't gear up or down, it just goes straight across. They added in that red one in the center rather than just continuing it with gray, I think just to add a little extra color to the back. They could have just gone with the gray straight through, but I think that was a nice choice. That one white Technic piece is a little bit conspicuous, kind of stands out from the rest of the color scheme, but that is the 40th anniversary one. The 3 long straight lift arm printed, so that comes with all of the Technic sets, one for each Technic set, produced in 2017. So even if you get one of these cheaper sets, you can still get that nice collectible part. And that's good. I like it when folks can get collectible limited edition things for cheap, not having to pay a big price if you want to collect stuff like that. Pretty good looking bike. Let's look at the ramp. This also is printed, fortunately. It does not have a huge sticker that you have to apply to all of this. It's a flexible piece of plastic. It comes flat and you just bend the edges over and bend it a little bit off center to give it its main peak there. And just a handful of pieces, actual Technic pieces, are attached to the base of the thing to hold it together, to give it kind of a frame. But the most important ones are these rubber stopper pieces or bushings, because they provide friction and traction. So when a vehicle hits this, it actually pushes down, puts a little more pressure on those rubber pieces, and ensures that this won't move too much. A lot of the time it won't move at all. When it does move, it won't move very far. So that's actually very important, because it can be very frustrating when you play with wheeled toys and you want them to go over a ramp, and you hit the ramp and the ramp just goes. One thing to really watch out for in this vehicle is friction in the drivetrain, especially with this gear here and the bushing on this side, and then all the bushings at the rearmost axle, because those can accidentally be pinched together too much. So you really want to make sure that you loosen them up after you assemble the whole thing together. Loosen it up, make sure that you have just a little bit of gap for movement side to side, so that all of these are able to be pretty free. It should be able to spin up forward like that and not slow down too quickly. If it slows down more quickly than that, then find the spot where you've got a little bit of extra tension and just loosen it up. Kind of work it back and forth a little bit until you have just that little bit of gap, so you can see, like for instance, that gear right there is able to move back and forth just a little bit. That'll help you a lot. Not bad, the thing looks good and it works well, so I really can't ask for more. They also have a combination model. You can find the instructions for that online if you combine this with the other pullback small Technic set from this season, the Stunt Truck. I think the color scheme there looks like it's from the 90s, but it's something different, and I'm glad that they don't just stick to the safest of colors. But this looks like a pretty cool build, kind of a semi-truck, a racing semi. If there's anything you would like to add about this set, feel free to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon.